name is Father Josh, and this week I'm going to talk about Mary. Most of you might know that I got ordained on the feast day of Mary in August because she really holds a very special place in my heart. And I find it hard to talk about her briefly. If you ever want to get me talking, ask me about Mary and I'll take you out to coffee or something. But Mary has a majestic part in the story of our redemption. Mary is almost central of the Christmas story. Of course, Jesus is the central part of our story, but it can't happen without Mary. So she's worth our consideration. Mary, right after she gets surprised by the angel Gabriel, who I love how this starts, he begins, "Don't be afraid." Any of us would probably jump out of our skin if an angel appeared. And she is asked and given a glad tiding that will change the world. A young peasant girl. God has come to her and said, "Will you carry the Son of God?" And there's a moment in time between Mary's yes and the ask that I believe God held God's breath, waiting for her response. She could have said no. But she said yes, and that has changed our lives. Mary represents the vocation of the Christian life. Our constant yes to God's inbreaking in our lives, our carrying God into our world. Mary's other name, and Episcopalians share this with Roman Catholics and Eastern Orthodox Christians, that we believe Mary is the Theotokos, which is a Greek word for God-bearer. And that she bore God into our world. And God chose to be born no other way other than through a human being. So Mary knit together God incarnate in her womb. Awesome. Mary also raised Jesus. I like to picture her holding Jesus, who we believe is God incarnate, singing him lullabies, helping him walk as a toddler, and maybe he's falling over, still covered in the sawdust from his father's wood shop, bandaging bruises or scrapes in his knee, chastising him when they lost him in the temple and they were scared to death. She mothered Jesus. And we might have to thank her for his sense of justice, his sense of a call to loving others, a sense of the poor being raised up. And we might hear that from Mary's song of praise, the Magnificat, which we say in our morning prayer and our evening prayer, and is sometimes the reading on her feast days, where it begins, "My soul magnifies the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God my Savior. For he has looked with favor on the lowliness of his servant. Surely from now all generations will call me blessed. For the Mighty One has done great things for me, and holy is his name. His mercy is on those who fear him from generation to generation. He has shown strength with his arm. He has scattered the proud in the thoughts of their hearts. He has brought down the powerful from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy and according to the promise he made to our ancestors, to Abraham and his descendants forever." May we also take heart in that promise that God continues to show us mercy. And may we still sing that song of Mary this Christmas. For my soul magnifies